Okay, so anyway, you get your iPhone box, right? You open it up. You paid 1,200 bucks for it, or 1,300, or whatever you paid for it, and you get your super duper iPhone Pro Max. And they do give you a cable. The cable has the USB-C on it, right there. It's got the FireWire. So it's a traditional one, just like most iPhones. The port is for the FireWire. You just put it in. But then you've got to plug this into something. Now, the way they got it set up, the only way you're going to be able to charge it if you just buy the iPhone is if you plug it into your computer, in the back of your computer. You can see the USB-C is much smaller, and you just kind of push it in. All right, so when you buy the iPad, you get this charging block with it. So I did happen to purchase one of these super duper iPads, as you can see, the iPad Pro. And nicely, let me turn it on for you. It came with this charging block. So now I can use this charging block with my iPhone, which now comes with the USB-C cable. So I just plug it in like that, and then I can plug it right in. Otherwise, you're going to have to, if you don't buy an iPad or you don't buy this from Apple, you got to buy it, from somewhere. You're going to have to get one of these if you want to charge your phone, especially if you don't want to have to plug it into your computer. So the iPad itself, though, is a little bit different. It comes with the charging block with a USB-C, right? But it also comes with this cable, and you're going to notice a difference here. These are two USB-Cs. You follow me? So the iPad has the iPad has a different type of port for this type of cable. So the USB-C goes in here, which is different than the iPhone. So this is a completely different setup than the iPhone. So this cord won't work with your iPhone. It'll only work with your iPad because it's USB-C here, USB-C here, okay? So that is one of the major differences with the iPhone. It costs more than the iPad, and it comes with less. Who would have thought? Apple's like, I got an idea. Let's not, put the charging block or any headphones in there and make them buy them, from us for 150 bucks. So that increases their profitability because now you've got to go and purchase additional ancillary equipment for your iPhone. You'll have to get this block, or a couple of them, that has this different port, because all of your traditional USB-C blocks that you have from all the other iterations of iPhone that use this traditional USB-C can't use it anymore. See, what they're doing is they're creating functional obsolescence and forcing the consumer to purchase additional items. That's all that is, really. Because, this works just as fine as anything. Here's the difference between a traditional USB and a USB-C. Now, if you look in the back of your computer, you're going to see that there is traditional USB ports and C ports. And I'm going to show you that in a second. All right, so this is my supercomputer, which I purchased. And this is the traditional USB, and this is the USB-C. Over here, you get a card port, you get your headphone port. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4. These people use these more than the USB-Cs, but they're going to push everybody to the USB-C. Pretty soon, you'll be buying desktops that just have this, or they just, or maybe they just do Wi-Fi. I don't know. We'll see what happens. And here it is. There's the traditional one. There's the USB-C. You can see the USB-C is much smaller, and you just kind of push it in, just like you would one of these. So that is how that works. And then at the end of it, to charge your iPhone, you have that, or to upload stuff. All right, so anyway, I purchased the latest iPad Super Pro, and it's got the nice camera. Looks just kind of like the iPhone 12 camera here. Kind of like the same thing. And this came with a charging block and this USB double C connectors. As you can see, both of these are the exact same thing. And so the port on this is different than the port on the iPhone. So the iPhone still uses this wire fire right here, but this is a different cable, by the way. That didn't come with the iPhone. The one that came with the iPhone, I have it right here. I'm gonna pull it off. So if you look, this has a USB-C, and which is different than the traditional regular USB ports. As you can see, here's one of the old ports, and here's the new one that they're using. So Apple has changed it. Now you can still plug this into this iPhone and use this USB cable with it, but this is the new one that you're going to get when you buy the iPhone 12. It has a USB-C on it, just like this cable here. But the difference is that I paid like $1,200 for this thing. I paid $1,000 for this, and in this one I got a block, and with this one all I got was the cable. So be aware of that. You're going to have to buy a block for this, or plug it into your computer to charge it. And those are the boxes that they come in. So this one goes into the iPhone, bam, and then the iPad has this USB-C. So that's a major difference. And I don't know if they're going to be going with this on the next iteration of the iPhone, but I mean, they're changing it up and making you buy extra stuff. So here's a block. You're going to have to buy one of those. You can get a second-hand one that's not an Apple one for a lot cheaper. So that's the two new things with the iPhone and the iPad for 2021. All right, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel and check out my other awesome videos on iPads and iPhones. Peace out.